follow the trawler. It's because they think sardines will be thrown into the sea. Thank you.
Now a way to get me shoot measured. Yes!
What about your start to the game?
It wasn't bad, was it?
Well, I asked him which way he thinks it should be done. We get down to it. And then we talk about it for 20 minutes. And then we decide I was right.
Messi! You could drop a tarantula into his shorts and he'll still be cool.
You can't win anything with kids.
But Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp! Dennis Bergkamp!
I think I'm a special one.
I'm the normal one.
Honestly, I will love it if we beat them. Love it. As electrifying as a hairdryer thrown into a hot tub, my friend. It's Torres. Unbelievable. This is not just a dream, it's a wet dream of orgasmic proportions.
Why is everyone so aggressive?
Yeah.
Everyone's so aggressive about football. Everyone just needs to chill out, man. It's just football.
Lack of sleep.
Anyway, how do I start this?
It's just football. What are you stressing out about?
Yeah, but I'm trying to remember because each of the shows I do has a different intro. So.
It's only football though, so why do you care?
Yeah, it's not this. It's not the football. This is the podcast. Podcast is more important than life. It doesn't matter what the subject is. Just the podcast is super important.
There's not a lot of money songs about podcasts, is there?
Maybe there's hip hop ones.
Yeah, it should be.
But
Anyway, shut up. We've been recording for like 20 minutes now, and I'm the one that's got to edit all this shit. But just shut up and let me think. Right.
So we carry on with more Wikipedia expose, yeah?
Yeah. Right.
I'm so bringing it up later.
Okay, shut up. Okay, can everyone count me in?
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
Yeah, feeling. That's not very helpful when I'm going off an audio. I'm just putting your fucking fingers up.
I had a mouthful of food.
Let's try this again, shall we? Right.
3,
Shut up. 3, 2, 1. Go.
1.
Right. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Sacked in the Morning, the football podcast for people. We didn't really come up with real football fans. That's it, yeah. Real football talk by real football by 2 real football fans and 1 cynical arsehole.
you, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I hate everything. Quick apologies first and foremost before we start. Unfortunately, our last episode actually got lost due to technical issues on my behalf. I'm going to take full responsibility for that, guys. I'm not saying it's on anyone else. It's on my shoulders. There was some audio issues and the footage was lost, unfortunately. So that is an episode that is forever resigned to the vault. I guess it's
the great lost podcast episode.
Yeah, it's gone, unfortunately. It can't be rescued, it can't be salvaged. It would just make no sense at all. So those of you who listened to episode 2 and were expecting the follow-up of our results for the group stage of the World Cup, I apologise. That episode will no longer be heard. So we're actually moving on now to the next phase after the group stages, so the round of 16 for this episode. However, all of the results have been logged and checked in a database. What's the Microsoft spreadsheet? Thank you. Yeah, they are. All the results are logged in a spreadsheet, so these are available if anyone would like to see them. I'm quite happy to send them out via email to anyone who would like to see these results and the accompanying groups and the knockout stages. If anyone would be interested in seeing these, I'm assuming that you guys would like to see these at some point as well, right?
When we're finished, I think.
Yeah, I just want to compare them in the actual World Cup and see how wildly wrong that was.
Yeah, well, we're going to revisit it.
Or
when
if
the
I'm
actual
right
World Cup
and I
is on.
should have put money on it and become a multimillionaire. Either way, it'd be interesting for that type of vote.
I'm not sure any of us have got that stage yet, but we will see. But yeah, what? We'll move straight into this section now. So we're actually going to be talking this week about the conclusion of the group stages, so how we saw the groups going, and we'll be moving into the round of 16 games as well, based on the results that you guys have given me. One thing I would like to point out on this is that I think that all of us seem to think that this is going to be the most high-scoring World Cup in history.
You've got to be optimistic, haven't you?
Gotta try.
And it can't be any worse than like Japan and South Korea, which was the lowest scoring in history. So, you pushed the boat out a little bit.
But here's the thing.
I would have said South Africa was. That tournament was shite.
That was very poor, yeah. But so some interesting little tidbits. I was the highest with non-scoring games, with 4 non-scoring games in the group stage.
Oh, that's pessimism for you.
You have 2, Tom.
Okay.
You have 2 no-score games in the group stage, and Phelan, you have 3.
Okay,
I'm
so
more
we're
optimistic
reasonably
than anyone else.
consistent.
Okay.
Yeah, so all of us, I think, have made this the most high-scoring World Cup of all time. So that's going to be quite interesting.
Well, it is a mid-season World Cup, so I do feel like that's going to change the balance of it.
True. It could have a bit of
knackered after a long season.
It could have a bit of a bearing on it for sure. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, just interesting how few 0-0s we actually put in there. And I'm pretty sure I remember in the last episode when we were recording it and I kept saying 0-0, you guys were laughing at me. And I was saying we don't have enough 0-0s. So, but yeah, that was an interesting little thing. There'll be some more interesting little facts as we move along. Yes.
There was only 1-0 in the group stage last time out, just to let you know. In the last World Cup, yeah.
Huh.
France against Denmark. It's the only 0-0 in the group stage.
There was only really 1 0-0 game.
In the group stage, the last World Cup, yeah.
And who was it?
I didn't think it was that
France against
entertaining, the
Denmark.
group stage last time out.
I don't really remember much about the group stage, to be honest with you.
No, yeah, true, to be fair.
Yeah.
I just don't, when you like something, when you say like a random thing like that, like it was only 1-0, you'd think like you'd be able to remember some of those games as being like really exciting and be able to say, oh yeah, I remember this one being like a 4-3 or this one being like a really exciting 2-2.
Remember a
Can't remember
3-3
anything.
Spain and Portugal as a 3-3.
I remember Russia more than anything.
Yeah, they won 5-0, I think, their first game. England put 6 past Panama, I want to say. So 5.
That was the only game we scored from open play as well, that game, wasn't
Yeah,
it?
everything else come from a dead ball situation, didn't it?
Yeah. So, and I missed that
To
game.
be fair, in most major tournaments, though, you tend to get more kind of 0-0s as you go further on, where teams don't want to commit or take a risk.
I would also say where
It's almost
better
like
teams
sometimes
tend to
they
be
set up
around
at
as
the
well.
start. They tend to set up at the start to like play for penalties at the end and then try not to lose.
Yeah, true. Well, anyway, there will be more interesting facts as we move on. But gentlemen, shall we get started? First thing I wanted to do is I wanted to, like I said, find out who you guys think would qualify from each group. And then I'm going to tell you who actually did according to you. So we'll start with Group A. This is the group with Ecuador, the Netherlands, Senegal, and Qatar. So we'll start with Phelan. Just on those names alone, Phelan, who would you think would qualify from that group?
Do you want them in a first place, second place, or just 2 teams that will qualify?
No, first place, second place, yeah.
I would have said, and I'm probably going to look a complete and utter blank now, but yeah, Netherlands 1 and Senegal 2, probably.
Okay, and then third
This
and
is where I
fourth?
then get embarrassed. Well, Qatar will finish last. That's obvious.
Okay,
So Ecuador third.
okay.
Yeah.
Without anyone doing the maths in their heads or anything like that, gentlemen, we'll get to the
I can
games
do the maths in
afterwards.
my head.
Yeah, without trying to work out who's going to be playing who, guys. We're just going to fly through these pretty quickly. But yeah, you have topping the group is Senegal with 9 points
Oh, 3 wins out
How
of
does that
3.
not surprise me?
and a goal difference of +4. Your second place team is the Netherlands with 7 points and a goal difference of +8. And you've actually put Ecuador at the bottom of the group with 0 points and a goal difference of -7.
Yikes.
Well, this is going to go well. I got that completely wrong.
So this is interesting, though. This is why I wanted to look at this. So, Tom, how would you see that group going?
Exactly the same order that Phelan said. So Holland, Senegal, Ecuador, Qatar.
You, my good man, are spot on. You have Netherlands at the top of the group on goal difference.
Oh, let's go.
7 points and 8 goals in favour. Senegal second with 4. So there's a 4-goal difference that you've put Netherlands top of the group. You have Ecuador third with 3 points and Qatar dead bottom with -11.
-11 points.
No, -11 goal difference.
yeah.
So you see them getting spanked.
Yes.
Now, if you'd asked me, now this is where I look like an idiot, I would say Netherlands top, Ecuador second,
Okay.
Senegal third, Qatar bottom. However, my results, I have Senegal top of the group with 9 points, Netherlands second with 6, Ecuador with 1, Qatar with 1. The goal difference is 6, 5, -5, and -6. So we all have Senegal and the Netherlands going through. We just have them in slightly different orders. Me and Phelan both see Senegal with 3 wins out of 3.
Okay, so you both think Senegal will beat Holland.
According to our predictions, yeah.
Could happen.
It could, but... Okay, now, moving on to Group B. This is the group that I know that Tom was interested in.
This is England's group, right?
Yeah, this is England's group. So, Tom, how do you see this group going?
Ooh.
So you have England, Wales, Iran, and the United States of America.
How I think it's going to go in real life, right?
Yeah.
Just off those names,
Right.
who you think?
Second, third.
Yeah, England top, Wales second, USA, and then Iran bottom.
Okay. You do indeed have England top of your group with 7 points and a goal difference of +2.
Okay.
You have USA going through with them, though,
Okay.
on 5 points and a goal difference of +2. Wales with 0 goal difference and 4 points. Iran at the bottom, 0 points, -4 goal difference.
So I think I have USA as a draw with England, right? And Wales to lose. So I imagine that's why.
You have, on the results, let me just check, USA 1, England 1,
Yeah, that finds out there.
and
3-2 England against Wales.
Wales 2, England 3. Yeah. Phelan, how do you see that group going?
Pretty much, I remember as you described, England, US, Wales, and Iran.
Spot on. England top with 7 points, USA second with 5 points, Wales with 4, and Iran with 0.
So the same.
Yeah,
the
you
same.
got one right.
Yeah. I would have this group England top, Wales, USA, Iran. I've actually got it the other way around. I have Wales top with 5, England second with 4th. With 4, who only go through on goal difference
Okay.
with +1 compared to USA's 0. And then bottom of the group is Iran, but they did pick up 3 points, but have a -4 goal difference.
Who do they beat?
Yeah, didn't you have Iran to beat USA?
I have Iran to beat
Wasn't it the US?
Must be USA then if they're going out.
Yeah, US. Yeah, I have them to be the USA.
Okay.
Okay. So, Group C: Argentina, Mexico, Poland, Saudi Arabia. Would you like to know mine first?
I don't care.
Yeah, change your pace.
Brilliant. Okay, so I would pick this group: Argentina, Poland, Mexico, Saudi Arabia. That is exactly how I have it as well. Argentina top with 9 points, Poland second with 6, Mexico with 3, Saudi Arabia with 0, minus 12 goal difference.
Oh, ouch.
Poor Saudi Arabia.
Ouch.
Phelan, how do you see this?
Same as you. Memory. So yeah, Argentina, Poland, Mexico, Saudi Arabia.
Well, you are full of crap, my good sir.
Oh,
You have
Burn.
Poland top of your group
Poland top.
with 7 points, Argentina second with 6, Mexico with 3, Saudi Arabia with 1.
Oh, that's top two.
Saudi Arabia with a point there.
Minus 5 goal difference for Saudi Arabia as well for you. So, and Tom,
So I'm going Argentina, Mexico, Poland, and Saudi Arabia. I almost forgot the other team. Saudi Arabia at the bottom. Ouch. Sorry.
Saudi Arabia, that's what.
Sorry.
you have Argentina
Disrespected
top.
the whole kingdom right there, Tom.
Oh yeah, a very dangerous kingdom as well.
Ouch.
They're rich.
I love Newcastle, mate.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you have Argentina top with 9. You have Poland second with 6.
That's surprising.
Mexico third with 3. And Saudi Arabia with 0, minus 7 goal difference.
Okay.
So far, the highest goal difference is me with minus 12. And that was Saudi
Like, you
Arabia.
expect them to get absolutely smushed.
Yep,
Like a boat.
ahead of Qatar. See, previously Tom had minus 11 on Qatar, but yeah, I topped that with minus 12. Highest goal difference 4 at the moment.
So we're thinking that the climate is not going to help those two at all.
Doesn't seem like
No.
it.
At all, no.
So this big debate from episode 1 has been absolutely squat in our predictions.
Highest goal difference 4 at the moment is me with Argentina for 9. So yeah, but that is about to get topped by me again. But we'll get to that in a minute. So Group D: France, Tunisia, Australia, Denmark. Tom, what do we think?
Let's go France, Denmark. Although I'm kind of debating between the two. Yeah, I'll go France, Denmark, Australia, Tunisia.
He is very representative in his results as well. Yes, France top with 9, Denmark second with 6, Australia just ahead of Tunisia, 1 goal difference, 1 point each. Australia minus 4, Tunisia minus 5. So he's a man of his word at the moment. Yeah, so let's see if that continues. Phelan, yeah, what are you thinking?
If I remember rightly, this was the hardest group for me to call.
Seems to be the most confusing group for all of us, to be honest with you. This was the group I was like, okay, all of us seem to be a bit, apart from...
because I could easily see France topping or France going out. But I think I went France, Australia, Denmark, Tunisia, I think.
Yep. Is that what you think?
Yeah, that's what I think, yeah.
Afraid not, my friend. You have France going home.
Ooh.
No, this was the one where I said I could see it going. I've just said I could see it going. Literally, they could go out. There's a
This is a
conceivable way they
trend,
could
isn't it?
actually
World
go out.
champions go out the group stage.
Yeah.
It is. And
Especially
France
with
traditionally,
France as well,
like the
yeah.
last time they won the World Cup, they have gone out of the group stage.
Yep, that's right. Yeah.
And they did it last time. Not the obviously Euros just gone, but the time before that when they won it in 2000, they went out of the group stage as well at 2000.
Now, you do not have them just going out. You have them,
I've got them
happily going out.
Oh, please don't tell me
as
I
well.
put them bottom.
You didn't, no. Tunisia bottom with
Thank God for
0
that.
points. France...
So I'd slide off the podcast right now if I had to finish in bottom. I'd be like, see you guys, I'm done.
No, you don't have them bottom, fortunately. And trust me, that is not the most embarrassing table yet to come.
Oh, crap. Oh, it's going to be mine, isn't it? Oh, no. I think I might know which one it is. No,
So-
I think I might know which one he's referring to.
I think we all know which one I'm referring to.
Yeah, I think I know which one you're referring to.
You have France third with 3 points, but your top two are Denmark and Australia, both on 7. Denmark through with 1 goal better, 3-2.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yeah, I think Denmark top in the group wouldn't surprise me, though, to be honest.
No, it's that group where you could see any real combination of results, like any which way round. It's not a pick 'em. I wouldn't say it's like a group of death, but it's definitely a.
Yeah, I mean, if France turn up, then they should be winning the group, but you never know with France, do you? So.
No.
Yeah, I if you asked me before this started, I would put the teams in the order that I've put them in. So probably not as comprehensively, but so I've got France top in the group on 9 points, with plus 11 goals. So that's the new rescue. Yeah, which is why I was saying I wouldn't put it as comprehensively as that, but for some reason the results that I've guessed have made it such that they've
Kylian Mbappe shows up this time.
The weirdest thing as well is that they haven't conceded a goal as well, according to me. So
okay, could happen.
What?
yeah, so I put them as like destroying this group, but if you ask me that, I would be like, nah, they'll go through, but it'll probably be like, like 6 points to 4 points or something like that. But no, I've got them demolishing this group, apparently.
Not a complete and utter runaway.
I have Denmark second, but only on goal difference.
Okay.
So they have 4 points, minus 1 goal. Australia, 4 points, minus 2 goals. So Denmark are only through on goal difference. Yeah, I think that's what it is, probably. Yeah. And then Tunisia bottom on 0 points. So Group E, the quote-unquote group of death?
By FIFA World Rankings, that's England's group. But you don't trust FIFA World Rankings, right?
If you look on paper, with the exception of Costa Rica, Spain, Japan, Germany.
3.
Hey, Costa Rica got to the quarterfinal, not the last World Cup, the one before. They finished top of a group that had Italy, England, and Uruguay in it. In the 2014 World Cup.
Statman Tom.
Yeah,
got to the quarterfinals, only lost on penalties to Netherlands.
No, wait. Let me put a gap in there. Statman Tom.
Yes.
Because now I'm going to put Scatman in there. That's going to be your new name, Statman Tom.
Who doesn't love the Scatman?
Exactly, I'm the Scatman. Okay, feeling. How do you see this one going?
I said all the way through, so it's going to be Germany, Japan, Spain, Costa Rica.
Spot on. Yep. Germany and Japan, first and second respectively, both on 7 points.
Yeah, I'm sure someone had Spain going out here, yeah.
Germany going through
I did,
with 2 goals better. You've got Spain with 3 points and Costa Rica with 0.
Germany did go out the group stage of the last World Cup. Although this time they had the advantage of not being world champions going in. So
yeah.
Automatically could be going out.
I think that
and they've got a new regime. They've completely refreshed, haven't they?
Yeah, I feel that they're a bit more of a fresher, getting more back towards sexy fun time Germany,
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I have them top in the group with 9 points. I have Japan second with 6, and I also have Spain going out with 3. Costa Rica bottom with minus 9 goal difference.
-9, man, come on.
I don't know, man. Germany, Spain. I mean, I know it's only Morata, but they have other players that can score as well. And there's not really any Costa Rican world-class defenders, are there? So,
I mean, all this disrespectful towards Costa Rica is very disrespectful.
Okay, so let's see how you see this group then, Tom.
Well, honestly,
Tom.
I've got Germany top.
Costa Rica
I think
last, and no
Spain
points.
second, Japan third and Costa Rica at the bottom.
Okay, yeah. So there we go. So what are you on about? You do have Costa Rica with a point, though. Neither of us have them with a point. -7 goal difference, though. So
Gonna get a thrashing.
you have Japan third with 1 point, -5 goal difference. Spain and Germany joint top on 6. Germany go through with 7, and Spain go through second with +5.
Okay.
So, yeah, the only one to put Spain through, and all that giving us crap, and you still put Costa Rica bottom anyway, so...
Yeah, I was playing a part, mate. That was the whole point of the skit.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Costa Rica's a beautiful country, though, man. Lovely.
Oh, no doubt, I imagine it's
Yeah,
absolutely
fantastic.
stunning. Yeah, but doesn't make them a good footballing nation, though.
Nope.
Well, they got to the quarterfinals of the World Cup inspired by me visiting the country a year before. You know, maybe I should go back.
That was the whole reason, was it, yeah?
Oh, of course it was.
We must show up for Tom.
I was actually in Costa Rica when they qualified for that World Cup. There's a fact stat for you.
Statman Tom.
There you go.
Now, the group that I was looking forward to.
Oh.
Group F. Croatia,
Ah, yes.
Belgium, Canada, and Morocco.
Yeah.
Now,
I think we should let Tom go first.
yeah, I think we should let Tom go first as well.
Let me just remind you, at this stage, it's just predictions.
Yeah.
And the tournament has not actually happened.
No.
So anything that anyone says means nothing right now.
He sounds very
but-
defensive, doesn't he?
He does, doesn't he?
just
He's
saying
like
that.
he's like a boxer on the ropes already before a
Hey,
punch
you
is
guys
even been
said
thrown.
Japan are going through over Spain, so you know what, you know.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that could happen.
I could
Bill
see
has
that
rights to go out,
happening.
so, you know.
This, not so sure.
Right, so you're going with me first, right?
Yeah, please, Tom. Yeah.
Yeah, Tom. We want your expert
Your honest,
man opinion.
honest expert opinion. Who would you say would?
So clearly,
No. Clearly, how would you see this going if you just looked at this group and thought, yeah, okay, that's who would go through?
I mean, clearly Canada will win this group. And then you've got Croatia second, Belgium third, and who the other fourth team was. We're going to finish fourth. No disrespect to that fourth team.
Morocco.
Morocco, yeah, sorry. That's a lovely country.
And that's your legit, genuine response, yeah?
I mean, there's got to be a shock somewhere. As I just told you, that Costa Rica group in that World Cup, though, they finished top of. Who would have thought that would have happened? Everyone would have said they would finish bottom.
Fair enough. Well, I mean, he's consistent, I'll give him that. In a group containing the runners-up from the last World Cup and the third-place team at the last
4 years
World
ago, mate.
Cup. Yeah. He has the runners-up going out. He has Morocco. He has Morocco bottom with 0.
Oh.
Croatia third on 4 points.
Oh, I've always said we're around.
And Phelan, I will give you precisely one guess to guess who he has top of his group.
Hang on, I'm gonna have to think about this for a minute.
Yeah, you take your time.
I'm gonna say Canada.
He does have Canada top of his group, and
Points.
yeah, very emphatically top of the group as well, I would say, with a goal difference of +3 over Belgium, who have a goal difference of +3, but only 5 points.
So do I have Canada beating Croatia, not Belgium?
Let's see. Group F. You have Canada beating Croatia 2-1.
Oh, okay, beating Croatia then.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, that's right, yeah, because they go out. That makes sense.
And you...
Yeah, I mean, 4 years on for Croatia, I think their players are a bit older now. You know, I don't know if they can give it another run or not. I don't know. They're still playing at a high level, aren't they? Modric, Perisic. Is Mandzukic still playing at a high level?
You also have Canada drawing with Belgium 1-1.
Yeah, that could happen. Belgium lost to Wales in the European Championships. Remember that?
Nah, I think you're lying.
Yeah.
Okay, well, enough mocking of Tom. Phelan, how do you see this group?
I think it was. Well, realistically, I would say it was Belgium, Croatia, Canada, and Morocco.
You have
Whether I
that spot
predicted
on.
that with my scores or
Yeah,
not, I don't know.
You do, yep. Belgium top with 7, Croatia second with 7, but a goal difference of 3 compared to 7. Croatia third with 3, and Morocco bottom with 0. I see this pretty much the same as you, but I have Morocco third, Canada bottom of the group. Both on 1 point, Morocco above them on better goal difference.
So you're fighting Tom's top by seeing him have Canada at the bottom.
Yeah.
That's your retaliation.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, I'm doing this specifically to fight him. No, I just don't see Canada in their first ever World Cup going through top of their group in a group that contains the runners-up and third place team from the last World Cup.
We shall see.
We shall, but yeah.
I feel like there should be a little wager on this. A friendly little wager of some form.
Perhaps.
See if Tom is really willing to go out on the limb.
You know what? If Canada top their group with the runners-up and third place team from the last World Cup in their first ever World Cup, I will happily give you £10.
This is not Canada's first ever World Cup.
Is it not?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
They're in the 1986 World Cup in Mexico.
There you go. How big of an impact did they make?
None whatsoever.
Yeah, I clearly don't remember them in that tournament. So
much so that people forget it's their.
I didn't even know they were in it. Yeah, I thought this was their first World Cup. All right then. With that in mind, let's say £5 then.
Yeah, 5 is fine.
Yeah. Okay. Considering it's not their first World Cup.
Oh, so that makes a difference.
Yeah, they've got experience.
I don't think half these players were even born the last time Canada was in a World Cup.
No, probably not. No, I think what is their best player a right back? Plays for Bayern Munich.
Yeah,
right?
left back
23.
Left
Alphonso
back.
Davies.
Okay.
Yeah, he's like 23.
And he's had his injury problems.
Yeah,
Yep.
but like I said, if they top this group, I will happily give you £5.
Cool.
Yeah. Okay. Right. Moving on to Group G. Now, this is quite an interesting group for all of us. More so me, but we'll get to that in a minute. I want to see what you guys think first. So let's see. Phelan, let's see how you have this group. Brazil, Serbia, Cameroon, Switzerland.
Pretty much as you've just read it out.
Brazil, Serbia, Cameroon, Switzerland, yeah?
Yeah, because I if I remember rightly, I had Switzerland for some big draws.
Yeah. Yes, you did.
4-4.
4-4, yeah.
Oh man, I want to see that.
4-4.
Well, my good sir, you have Switzerland bottom of your group. You don't. You have them going through in second place. And you only have them in second place to Brazil by 2 goals. That is all. So Brazil and Switzerland going through, both on 5 points. Brazil with a +5 goal difference. Switzerland with a +3 goal difference. Serbia third with 4 points, and Cameroon right at the bottom with 1.
Oh, yeah.
Tom,
Some wild games.
This is a pretty crazy group in your opinion. So
yeah.
Tom,
It's a tough one to predict. I think I'm going to say Brazil top, Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon.
he's nothing if not consistent, I tell you that.
Spot on, yeah.
Brazil top with 9, Serbia second with 4, Switzerland third with 4, -1 goal difference to 0 goal difference. Cameroon bottom with 0 points. Now, this is an interesting group for me. So I would pick this, personally, Brazil, Switzerland, Serbia, Cameroon.
Didn't you have Brazil going out?
I didn't have Brazil going out, no.
No one has Brazil going out, I assume.
I have Brazil top with 9 points. I actually have Serbia going through second and Switzerland bottom of my group. However, this group, for me, is insane. Serbia second, 2 points. Cameroon third, 2 points. Switzerland fourth, 2 points.
Oh.
It gets crazier. It gets crazier, trust me. I then had to go to the tiebreakers.
Oh, wow, okay.
Oh,
So,
mate.
So the first one up was goal difference.
Is it goal difference, goals for, goals against?
We'll get to this. We'll get to this. So Serbia.
Because there's like many layers to a tie break.
Yeah, especially in my group.
Yeah.
Serbia -1 goal difference. Cameroon, -1 goal difference.
Oh,
Switzerland,
behave.
-2 goal difference. Switzerland are definitely out at this point. Now,
Goal scored, right?
it now goes to goals scored.
Yeah.
Serbia, goals scored, 0.
What?
Cameroon, goals scored, 0.
You know when you had 4-0, like 3 or 4 0-0s? This was the group, wasn't it? This was the group.
Conceded, surely, come on.
It now goes to points from group stage matches involving the tied teams.
What about goals against? Oh no, we did that already, didn't we? Yeah, it was -1, wasn't it?
God's sake.
Serbia 0, Cameroon 0.
Well, it's all 0-0, isn't
Obviously.
Yeah. So we then go to the 4th layer of tie breaking.
I feel like this should be accompanied by a board with some workings out on it.
Yeah.
I could not believe it when I was working this out. Trust me, I was like, oh my God, seriously? So we go to the 4th layer of tie breaking. I would like to read this out to you. The fair play tiebreaker.
Yep.
If teams remain tied through all the above tiebreakers, it's time to look at their disciplinary records in the tournament. A yellow card takes 1 point off of your total. An indirect red, the result of being shown a red card by 2 yellow cards, is 3 points off, and a straight red card is 4 points off.
Which just happened at the last World Cup.
Did it really?
It did.
Stat mental.
Yep. So Japan advanced ahead instead of Senegal because they had less bookings.
Okay.
The last World Cup.
I have this, so I have
Yeah, so
Serbia.
how did you pull this one then? Because obviously
I had
you
to
don't
just
have
imagine
Flip a
what I
coin.
think was going to happen, basically. No, I didn't flip a coin. My mind
you go
went
to the centre
into...
circle and go, heads you're through, tails you're out.
Just flip a coin, really.
No.
My mind went right into this. I have
Oh,
Serbia
God.
second
Oh, for crying out loud.
with a few yellow cards, but I think Cameroon are going to get a straight red at some point in the group stage.
Brazil.
I think that someone's going to make a rash challenge. It's going to be a straight red card, and that is what's going to decide it. So I have Serbia going through in second place, Cameroon going out in third, all based off of a hypothetical, theoretical red card in one of the matches. So I had to go right down to the 4th layer of tie breaking for this group.
If this actually happens, that would be incredible, wouldn't it?
If it happens, you owe me £10.
I owe you a lot more than that if that happens.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not like a £10 wager.
No, that's
that's
100 quid at least.
Something else.
That's ridiculous.
If that happens, all right, you literally just heard that. If that happens, he says he's going to give me £100 at least.
Yeah.
So if Serbia go through and Cameroon go out because of a red card, yeah, on the 4th round of tiebreakers, you're going to give me 100 quid.
Yep.
Mate, imagine if I did that. That would be amazing. If I predicted that. Literally, I mean, you say I could have flipped a coin, but I was like, no, I'm gonna properly go into this. Who do I think is gonna have the worst disciplinary action? Serbia are definitely gonna pick up some yellow cards. They've got a few bruises in their team, absolutely for sure. But I really think Cameroon are going to pick up a red card in one of the games. I feel it in my waters.
You
that
feel
there's
it in
gonna
your
be-
bones, do you?
Yeah, there's going to be a game that they're defending Brazil, maybe, probably, and that someone's just going to make a bit of a rash challenge, and it's going to be a red card. Straight red, I reckon.
Somebody gets clean through and it's a goal scoring
Yeah.
opportunity.
Yeah, something like that's going to happen, I reckon.
Or they'll do a Luis
Probably in the
Suarez
Brazil
and handle the
game.
ball on the line.
Something along those lines. I see Cameroon as a good team, but the individuals aren't as good. So having one of the individuals caught out and he's like, I need to take him down, or he's through on goal, could see that happening. But yeah, this was an interesting group I found for us. Me especially, but yeah.
And what day does the group stage end?
I would also like to point out that I have this as the most
10, I think.
entertaining group and you have it as the most boring group on the planet.
Hey, you say boring, but it's also like really exciting because it like goes right down to the freaking
not to
wire.
watch the games. Not to watch the games.
No.
So what dates of the group stage end?
I think it's day 10 or something like that.
Yeah, what date?
Oh, I don't know.
2nd of December. So you'd be taking money from me on my birthday.
Oh, he always has to make it about himself, doesn't he?
Stat for it.
Watch him get an Arsenal thing in there. Go on.
Actually, to be fair, he'll probably gladly take money off you on your birthday.
Yeah.
Granit Xhaka's playing in this group for Switzerland. Gabriel Jesus will be playing
Yeah,
Brazil.
That's a red card waiting to happen.
Martinelli might be in the squad. Gabriel might be in the squad.
Yeah, Richarlison will be in the squad. Who cares?
Yeah, but Richarlison will be in the squad, definitely.
Yeah.
Granit Xhaka will get a red card at some point. That's
Oh, it would surprise me.
Well, I had them going out, but just on goal difference. It was very close. Okay, moving on to Group H, guys. I will go first in this time. So we have South Korea, Uruguay, Ghana, Portugal. If you were asking me, I would have Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, Ghana. How I've predicted it. South Korea top on 7 points. Portugal second with 5. Uruguay going out on 2 points. Ghana sitting at the bottom with 1. So that's how I've predicted it. Which is not massively off. I just have South Korea and Portugal the other way around, really. So you two, Tom, how do you see this going?
Oh, this is another tough one. I'm going to say Portugal top. Then I'm not sure about these two. So Uruguay second, South Korea, and then Ghana bottom.
I tell you what, Phelan, he's good. He's very good, isn't he? Portugal top 9 points. Uruguay second 4. South Korea third 3. Ghana bottom 1.
You know what it is? Tom actually put some thought into his scores.
Good memory.
And,
Whereas we just went
thought
with
into the
feelings.
process. We just went with we went with the gut. What our gut feeling told us.
Gut
Tom's
reactions,
like,
and Tom's like, no, Statman Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
Like doing all the calculations and mathematics in his head, and that's why all of these groups are exactly how he says they are. And we're like, Iran are going to go through. No, none of us put Iran through. None of us put England out either. I thought one of us two was going to put England out.
So they had to do that.
Yeah, but no, apparently not. It was close. I put them second. It was close. Phelan, how do you see this group?
In my head, I'd see it the same as you.
So Portugal, South Korea, Uruguay, Ghana. Yeah, okay.
But knowing me, I've probably got South Korea and Uruguay the other way around. But
you've actually got Uruguay top of the group.
Oh, for crap.
On 7 points.
I'm good at this, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you.
And who do you think is going through out of Portugal or South Korea?
Well, as soon as I've now put Uruguay top, I'm going to say South Korea probably and put Portugal out.
No, South Korea out. Portugal through on 5 points. South Korea out on 4. And Ghana bottom on 0. So,
Son going home.
Son going home early. Ronaldo continuing through.
Well, the way he's playing at the moment, it wouldn't surprise me.
I mean, it's only been 4 games, man. Everyone needs to chill out.
Yeah.
What was it? They were saying on the match yesterday, they were saying, Conte had to quiet rumours that Richarlison was brought in to replace Son. Why? Why would you do that? Son's just had the best season of his career. Oh, yeah, it's time to replace him. He's washed up. It's like, are you joking?
That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. It's like, I was like,
We
why
still
would you
haven't
do
paid for
that?
him, but that's a different subject.
Oh, absolutely, 100%, but never mind, whatever. Right, we'll move on to the round of 16 then, gentlemen. Group stage is done. Round of 16. So, game 1, Phelan. You have Senegal versus the United States of America.
USA 1-0.
USA 1-0. Do you want to put any thought into that, or?
It will be after extra time. I just think a little bit of quality in that final 30 minutes, a little bit more fitness will probably see the US through at that point.
Senegal, African champions, though.
Yeah. But
Doesn't
I just
change
think
his opinion at all.
The depth of the US at the moment, that extra kind of fitness across the last 30 minutes will see them through 1-0.
Sorry, feeling the expert on United States football there. The depth of the team. Please talk us through the depth of the USA squad.
Well, they have more players playing across Europe now, don't they? So,
I mean, it's,
between Alisson and Adams and...
I would still say I'm pretty sure Senegal have more players playing across Europe than the US do.
Yeah.
Most of the squad probably in France, right?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, I would imagine so, yeah. But no, I do see US 1-0 after extra time.
After extra time. Would you like me to put AET in there as well?
You can, yeah, just to firm that up on that.
Okay. He's going all in on this. So
the USA to the quarterfinals.
AET USA going through to the quarters. Yes. Tom, you have the Netherlands versus the United States of America.
2-0 to the Netherlands.
Again, straight in there. Doesn't want to give any thought or anything there.
I just think Netherlands got a better team, to be honest. There's not really a lot of American players I can name at the moment.
Fair enough.
I think the Dutch have a better team.
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. My first game, Senegal versus England.
So we all got 3 different games.
Yep. I'm actually it hasn't come up on here, but on there, I've actually put down how many games the same we have. So I'm going to look that up in a sec. So I had this game quite difficult. I think Senegal are going to go 1-up because England panic. I do have England coming back to win 2-1 though.
Okay.
So England through to the quarter.
As long as we don't go to penalties against Senegal, I'll be happy.
No, I do have 2 games that go to penalties. This is not one of them. Let me just quickly check this because it hasn't come up on here for some reason and I don't know why. But I will tell you how many games we have the same. Which I
can't actually imagine it's that many.
Me and you have the most, I know that.
Yeah, because we got very similar.
We went with our guts, didn't we? We're not machines.
We did, yeah.
like Tom.
We didn't calculate this with maths and science. We just went with our
mathematical precision. Okay, so
didn't play the probability odds.
Me and you have 3 games in common. Feeling we have 3 games that are exactly the same. Me and Tom have 2 games that are exactly the same, and Phelan and Tom have 1 game that's kind of the same.
I mean, kind of.
How can it be kind of the same?
Because you have the teams in first and second in a different order.
Right.
So, so Tom has 1 team playing 1 team, and then Phelan has the other team playing the other team.
Right, I get what you mean,
Yeah? So, it's... You put them in slightly different orders in the group, and that means that the game is slightly different,
Yeah, because it's on a different day, on a different time.
Yeah, different day, different time,
Yeah, hence why kind of the same. But so me and you have the most. We have 3 games in common. Me and Tom have 2. You guys have kind of 1. And we will get to that.
Yeah, with the way the results went, I'm not really surprised.
We'll get to that in a moment. So, game 2, Tom, you have Argentina versus Denmark.
Oof, that's
It's a tough one.
That is a very tough game.
I'm just going to go with Argentina to squeak it 1-0.
Oh, squeaky bum, 1-0.
Yeah.
Argentina 1, Denmark 0. Argentina progressed to the quarterfinals.
Is that a normal time finish or an extra time finish?
Oh, normal time.
Normal time.
Bit of Messi magic, maybe.
Messi magic. Ooh, that doesn't go, does it? Messi magic. Game 2 for me. I have. Oh, actually,
This is the same game, right?
this is the same game. Argentina versus Denmark. But that means that me and Phelan also have kind of a game in hand, the same as well. Because Phelan for game 3 has Denmark versus Argentina.
Okay.
Fair enough.
I
still
have
get to pick the really difficult result. Great.
Yeah. I have Argentina winning this 3-0, hands down, no problems whatsoever. Clean, easy victory, 3-0 Argentina. I don't think Denmark are as good as you guys seem to think that they are. I think that the last tournament, they rode a crest and a wave from an emotional high from the crowd and the support of the world, and they had something to fight for. They don't have that now. They only have Christian Eriksen, and that's it.
They don't have anything to fight for now.
Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have a...
I get your point, but...
Our teammate is dying in the hospital. We must battle for him. You know, like Denmark, when they won it, they had when they won the Euros, they had the same thing. We weren't supposed to be here. We can fight for this.
Yeah.
Denmark play well when they have something to battle for. Other than that, they're Denmark.
Ouch.
So, yeah, they have nothing to play for this time. They will get spanked. 3-0.
I would like to apologise to any listeners from Denmark. The host of this programme has just absolutely disrespected your team. So I would like to apologise in advance.
Do not apologise in the least. Denmark have had one moment of victory and they haven't been that great since then. They've had good players, very good players, but never really done much. So,
to be fair, that also sounds like you're just describing England for the last X number of years.
Exactly the same. I would completely agree with you that we have very good players, but all in all, we don't tend to do very well at tournaments.
Apart from the last two.
Yeah. Out of how many?
Well, yeah, good point.
Yeah. How did we do at Euro 2000?
Yeah, that's like 22 years ago, mate.
So, if we're talking about
here and now.
So, hang on a minute. Hang on. So, 4 years ago is too long for any team to now be considered. Oh, you can't really consider them good anymore. It was 4 years ago. But 2 years ago is fine, yeah?
1 year ago.
1 year ago.
That's right. COVID, wasn't it? Sorry. Good point.
Yeah.
Okay. I retract that.
The women winning the Euros is going to inspire us.
Maybe.
You watch.
We'll see. Anyway, Phelan, would you like to know your game too?
I'm a little bit interested now.
Poland versus Australia, mate.
Oh, Poland 2-0.
Oh, no hesitation. I would like to apologise to any Australian listeners for...
Lewandowski will fancy that match, surely.
Yeah, I've got Lewandowski will score twice.
Okay. You're actually picking a scorer as well. Okay. Lewandowski to score twice. Would you like me to note that down or just leave it as 2-0 Poland?
I'll leave it up to you.
Okay.
You are the host.
I'm not doing scorers. It'll be way too much to keep track of.
Yeah.
Game 3. I will start. France versus Poland. I have this as quite a tough game. Poland, pretty physical team. France nick it 2-1. I
think France just need to stop Lewandowski playing, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Again, Poland is Lewandowski, like Denmark is Christian Eriksen. But I don't know. Poland just seem to be able to mix it with bigger teams a little bit better than Denmark can. I don't know.
Well, even though Denmark got to the semi-finals of the Euros.
Yeah, again, but you're living in the past, man.
When have Poland mixed it with anyone recently?
I don't know. I just look at. This is gut, man. I'm not the robot that you are. My gut tells me Poland can be a little bit more competitive than Denmark can.
Do you want to give me some more? Do you want me to give you more stats to prove you're wrong?
Listen, sport isn't always about stats. If that was the case, Leicester would never have won the league.
Yeah.
Greece would never have won the Euros. You know.
Still the biggest shock in my lifetime.
Denmark would have never won the Euros.
Denmark would have never won the Euros.
They wouldn't even have been there.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah. Sport isn't always about stats. Sometimes you just got to feel something.
I mean, Lewandowski's got to come good in one tournament, right?
I mean, I don't know why we're arguing about this. I have both Poland and Denmark to go out. Why are we arguing about this? It's just, one went out slightly better than the other one went out. You know, it's like...
Yeah.
I don't know why we're arguing about this. Okay, Phelan. Here we go. Game 3. Denmark versus Argentina. Let's see how you see this going then, Mr. I love Denmark. Copenhagen is the greatest city on earth.
Danish bacon's good, man.
I mean, Danish bacon is good. Yeah, I would agree.
Argentina on penalties.
Oh, so what's the score?
Yeah. It will be 1-1, and Argentina will go for on penalties.
Okay. Do you want another stat? That's how Denmark got looked at the last World Cup on penalties by Croatia.
So Argentina go through on penalties after a 1-1 game. Okay.
Yeah.
Tom, France versus Poland. Let's see how you see this then.
Could you look any more smug right now, Rich?
Lewandowski has to come good sometime.
Well, he might do. He'll score in this game.
Okay, so Poland at least one goal.
Yeah, but France will still win.
What will France win by?
3-2.
Oh, so there you go. So I had 2-1. You have Poland twice as good as I do, and yet you still have Denmark going out. Okay, interesting.
Got a tough game though.
Interesting that we're both saying pretty much the exact same thing, but I get all the crap for it. Yeah, okay, sure. Only because I was the one who was, confident enough to tell it how it is. Anyway.
Poland needed the playoffs to qualify, by the way. Poland needed the playoffs to qualify, by the way.
Tom's got to have the last word.
I don't necessarily think that's a big deal, but whatever. Phelan, big game for you for game 4. England versus the Netherlands.
Ooh, saucy.
Yeah.
Big test for England.
Oof. Now, do I go with
Don't
my
turn
head or
into
my
Tom.
gut?
Go with your gut. Always go with your gut. Don't turn into the douchebag.
Well, my gut says 2-1 England.
2-1 England. Oh,
Yeah,
locked
go.
in.
Lock it in.
Dun-dun-dun. Shh. Ah.
Lock it in.
2-1 England. Is that in normal play?
Yeah.
Normal play.
Yeah.
Cool.
Normal.
Tom, England versus Senegal. Same as me.
I'll go for 2-1 to England after extra time.
2.
So the same score
After
as Rich
extra
then,
time.
yeah?
Mine was in normal play there. But yeah,
You
same
said 2-1
score.
as
Same
well,
score as
same
mine.
game,
Yeah.
wasn't it?
Yeah. But mine's
Yeah,
in
good,
normal
yeah.
time. He's just gone after extra time. My game 4.
Yeah.
Wales versus the Netherlands. Tough game.
Didn't they play each other before in a major tournament?
Yeah, you'll have to ask that man Tom about that.
Wales played Belgium, didn't they, in that Euros? And they beat them.
That might be what I'm thinking of.
Belgium, Netherlands. Yeah, it's basically the same thing, isn't it?
I don't.
I think so. They didn't play each other in the last Euros. I'm going to say no.
Okay. Statman Tom says no, feeling sorry. Well, either way, if they've played each other before or not, I have Wales 0, Netherlands 2.
Okay.
So, yeah, I'm afraid this will be the end of the road for Wales, I'm afraid.
Oh.
And I think that,
Oh.
Gareth Bale will retire after that.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
think
good
that's a
prediction,
good one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty good.
I've already heard rumours that he's half-arsing it at LA. Is it at Galaxy or FC?
He just wants to make sure
LAFC.
He just wants to make sure he's fit for the World Cup. He doesn't want to get injured, does he?
I mean, he did score a pretty good goal the other day, though.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, actually, ran rather than walked, which makes a change. But yeah, he beat 2 players and scored, run from just inside the opposition half.
But Wales, this is his full-time job, isn't it?
Yeah,
Let's be honest. Yeah.
So he's going to retire after this, and I think he's going to become a golfer.
Yep, on the PGA Tour.
Yeah, he'll end up on that Saudi.
the Saudi Tour.
Because he'll ended
for
up
the
on that
money.
Saudi,
Oh, God,
Saudi
yeah.
Tour, yeah, because it's a marquee name.
Yeah.
Not necessarily for his golfing ability, but just the name Gareth Bale.
And no one will criticise him for it because he's not actually a golfer.
Yeah.
Like I said to you when we were at the bar, remember, watch this year, watch the Pro-Am and see if he's on the Pro-Am, because he's in America this year. He might be on the Pro-Am
Yeah, that's
tournament.
actually a really good shout.
And if he's on the Pro-Am tournament, he's definitely going to take up golf after he retires.
Yeah, that's actually a really good shout.
Yeah. So keep an eye out, I think. But that's an extra little prediction for you, sprinkled in there for you. You know, so
A little bit of dust added to.
just a little bit of icing sugar on the top, you know. Game 5, my game, Germany versus Croatia. Tough game.
Meaty.
Tough
That's
game.
a tough. That is a meaty.
I have this 1-1 going all the way. Germany win on penalties.
Of course, Germany win on penalties.
I was going to say you can't bet. I was going to say you can't bet against the Germans on penalties.
Yeah. So
Come on.
I have that going that way. Yes.
Although Croatia did win 2 penalty shootouts at the last World Cup.
But it's the
It's the
Germans.
Germans, their ruthless efficiency, aren't they? Yeah.
You can dump all the stats you like.
Yeah.
At the end of the day,
Oh, yeah, I'm not
it's the
disputing that.
Germans.
I'm just pointing out that their stat.
Feeling Germany versus Croatia.
Deja vu.
How do you
Yeah.
see this one
Okay.
going?
Exactly the same, except it'll be 0-0 and Germany on penalties.
So when you say exactly the same, nothing alike.
Penalties?
Well, penalties and Germany going through.
I have it exactly the same. Croatia 5-4, after extra time. So 0-0 on penalties, yeah?
Yeah.
Germany on penalties. Okay, yeah, that's a good one. Tom, Germany versus Belgium. Battle of the Flags.
Actually, quick question.
Yeah.
Meaty as well.
Yeah.
Is there a point where all of us have the same game?
No. The closest we get is the Argentina-Denmark game. Both me and Tom have Argentina versus Denmark. You
I've
have
got
Denmark
Denmark
versus
versus
Argentina. That's the closest we get. So, but none of us have the exact same game.
Right, Germany against Belgium, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a proper European heavyweight game.
Yeah.
You say that. I don't see Belgium as a European heavyweight.
I mean, they're ranked number 1.
Oh, give me all of this bullshit about the rankings and the bloody all of that crap. I don't care. Belgium
to set him off.
They are very much a team of their time. They had their moment in the sun. They didn't capitalise on it. Now they're very much on the downswing.
Well, consider your prediction for this game then. I'm predicting exactly the same though. I think Germany will win because Belgium are chokers.
Yeah. But they're one of the European heavyweights. Right up there with the creme de la creme of Israel and Azerbaijan.
I mean, they are on statistics and games won, all that shite. But yeah, when it comes down to the crunch, absolutely not.
Yeah. That's why statistics and FIFA rankings is all crap.
In the Euros. Going for 2-1 Germany.
2 Germany. 1 is that normal time, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. Belgium probably have 80% possession of the ball and moan that they were the better team.
Yeah.
Like they did at last World Cup.
Probably. Okay. What's this, game 6? Feeling.
Yep.
Brazil versus Portugal.
Oh,
Battle of the Portugueses.
Ooh, that is spicy as well.
Spicy.
Big games in the second round here.
3-2 to Brazil
3
after extra time.
after extra time. Okay.
Gabriel Jesus hat-trick, surely.
3-2. I don't know. Do you want to confirm or deny that? I don't know.
Well, that's Phelan's decision to make, isn't it? I'm guessing he's not going to confirm that.
No.
Richarlison hat-trick.
Richarlison hat-trick, could be.
I don't see that.
Hat-trick.
Tom, Brazil versus Uruguay.
That South American battle there, yeah. I think this would have been a lot closer. You right, Richard?
Yeah.
What's up?
There is a cock-up somewhere.
Need a placard that says technical difficulties, please stand by.
Yeah. I've only just seen it. but you have Germany versus Belgium, Canada versus Belgium. So they get 2 chances to go through.
Oh, Belgium do?
Yeah.
Okay, so, well, I'll give you a minute to sort that out.
Yeah, let me just see where I went wrong here. What game is this?
We were going to do Brazil against Uruguay. Weren't we?
Brazil,
Game 6. Okay, so I've just noticed it.
Somewhere
yeah.
Tom's given. Somewhere Tom gets a third place playoff.
He's cheating, yeah.
An elimination playoff.
Game 1.
Belgium are that good, they deserve 2 games, right?
Game 5, Game 6.
Ranked number 1 in the
Well,
world.
you know, they are, number 1 in the world. That's what that ranking gives them. Second chance game.
They've only got 1 player that's really at the top of their game at the moment. Maybe 2. Actually, Brazil are ranked number 1 in the world, actually, by the FIFA World Rankings currently. Ahead of Belgium.
There we go. Easily fixed. No problem.
Denmark ranked 10th in the world, above
How
Germany.
did you screw that up?
I keep getting Group E and Group F mixed up.
Right, okay.
So, but yeah, it's all fixed now. That's why. Yeah, I keep getting those 2 groups messed up because the problem is the way that the fixtures are doing them as well. They're going like A, B, C, D, F, E, H, G, and it's like, why are you doing it like that? And it just keeps buggering me up. Yeah, so it just keeps messing me up. So that's why I just did that the wrong way around. That's all. But it's fine. It's all sorted now. Yes, Tom. Brazil versus Uruguay. South American Battle of the Bands.
Yep. I think this would have been a lot closer, like 5-10 years ago. But I think
Suarez, Forlan, Cavani at their peak.
they're. I mean, Forlan's obviously gone now. Suarez and Cavani are aging.
Has Cavani got a team at the moment as well, or is he a free agent?
Is he not a Man United still? No.
No, they released him, didn't they?
Did they release him?
I think he's a free agent.
I know.
I don't know if he haven't gone
Suarez has
anywhere.
gone back to playing at Uruguay, hasn't he?
Has he? You see, he's not at Atletico anymore, no?
No.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's why Atletico were rumoured to be after Ronaldo, wasn't it?
Yeah, he'd never go there, though, would he? I mean, I don't know, would he? I
think he probably would just play Champions League football, wouldn't he? I don't think the fans want him there.
Madrid, isn't it? You know, I think this is what we said before: is that Ronaldo needs to be loved.
Look for Ronaldo to get a move to Rangers next week.
I'm honestly
football.
surprised he hasn't gone to Germany. To be honest with you, I think Germany might be a big destination for him.
Big league hasn't played in.
Yeah,
right. So
I don't think Bayern Munich can afford him. Dortmund, I don't think Dortmund can afford him.
PSG,
but they would have got Messi, haven't they?
Too many egos at PSG. Yeah, Messi.
Yeah, but since
Messi's
when
probably
has
got it in
that
his contract.
when has that ever been a thing? You know, when you're trying to build Galacticos.
Imagine that front.
Oh, we
It
don't
wouldn't
need
surprise
Figo.
me.
We've already got Zidane. You know, no, you don't.
Imagine that front four.
Figo came first.
I don't give a shit. Shut up. What's your name, Tom? God, why you got to play me like that, man? Why can't you just be like, yeah, good point, Richard. Nah, you got to pull a Tom and you got to do your stat man stuff. I don't care who was there first. You know what I mean. God, I hate you. I hate you all sometimes. And now people are wondering, why am I the host when I know nothing about football? Shouldn't Tom be the host? And Phelan can just be the cool, dry
Nah, he's
wit.
an Arsenal fan. They don't get to host things.
Oh, tell that to Alex Scott.
Yeah, that's very nice, isn't it? Right, yeah, 3-0 to Brazil.
Easy. In standard regulation time as well, I'm assuming.
Time,
yeah, okay.
Gabriel Jesus hat-trick.
Richard.
You're going to keep peddling that, aren't you?
What?
No, I don't actually think that's going to happen.
You went Gabriel Jesus hat-trick.
Okay. Think he's going to be top scorer at this tournament?
No, I think Gabriel Jesus is going to score in this game, though, and Martinelli and Gabriel as well.
All three of the Arsenal.
Oh, just happen to be Arsenal players, yeah?
No, I don't think so, but that would be silly.
My game 6, Brazil versus Portugal. I
More spice.
have gone the other way to Phelan. Portugal go through on penalties after a 2-2 draw.
Okay.
Okay.
Ronaldo going to step up for penalty number 5.
Yep, and Jesus is going to be the one that misses for Brazil.
Oh, come on. That's just a ridiculous prediction.
Jesus, Gabriel, and Martinelli are going to take the first 3 penalties, and they're all going to miss. Richarlison's going to bang his in. No worries. It's gonna be like bloody off the bar, hits the post, hits the other post, and goes and spins in. Like Sonic the Hedgehog. And he's going to be the only one that scores, and he's going to be like, I'm amazing. And then all the Arsenal players are going to be like, we're so bad. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Another £100 if that happens.
and then do we still have Jedson Fernandez? Is he still at Tottenham?
No, he's at Besiktas now.
Damn, I was going to say he scores the winning penalty for Portugal.
Yeah.
We don't have any Portuguese players, do we?
No.
Lucas
No.
Moura.
He's Brazilian. Oh, he scores the penalty as well. Yeah. And Emerson Royale, he scores as well.
Royale,
Yeah.
of course, yeah.
Yeah. Out of the 5 penalties taken, 3 are missed by Arsenal players and 3 are scored by Tottenham players. And yes, I know the maths doesn't work. That's the point.
Yeah.
But yeah, Portugal go through
It
on
does have its
penalties.
own depth.
Yeah. But it wouldn't if, I mean, it could if 3 Portuguese players missed as well. But
Yeah.
have Arsenal got any Portuguese players?
Cedric.
Yeah, he misses. Yeah, okay. Game 7, Tom. Canada versus Spain.
Oh, Canada.
Oh, drum roll.
Yeah, I'm not completely stupid, you know.
Canada 4-0.
2-0 to Spain. The Canada adventure ends here, I'm afraid.
He jumps off the
I
Canada
thought
Express.
He bottled it. He
You
bottled it.
bottler. Yeah, man. Come on.
Bottle
All
job.
the way.
They're going to be crying into their Tim Hortons, I'm afraid.
Oh, you.
And their Molsons.
He just, yeah, I wanted him to carry him all the way. Terrible.
Bottle job.
Yeah.
I don't think this is like the strongest Spain team we've ever seen, but they should still be good enough. They got to semi-finals of the Euros, so not completely terrible.
I mean, we both have them to go out, so you're not really.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like.
I mean, Morata's their main striker, isn't he? So.
Game 7, I have Belgium versus Japan.
Aha.
Yeah, this
Now, knowing
happened
your
at the last
opinion on
World Cup.
Belgium, this will be interesting.
At the same stage.
Yeah, this was a really tough one for me to make the guesstimation for, to be honest with you. I think I changed my score like 4 times. I was like, oh.
It is a very difficult game to pick, to be fair.
Yeah. I have, after extra time, Belgium 2, Japan 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
And I'm still not confident about that, to be honest with you. After
Yeah, I was
2
gonna say,
days...
As you're saying it, you don't look convinced, you don't sound convinced.
I am not at all. After 2 days and 4 changes of this score, I'm still not convinced that that's it. I could reverse that and be just as happy with that score.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Belgium did struggle against Japan in the last World Cup.
I don't think Belgium are a European heavyweight. I think Japan are a good technical team.
Japan are a very good technical team.
Yeah, but I think that Belgium might just have the physicality of it.
Yeah.
And I
I think that's where they won it last time, that just the
Yeah.
physicality of the game got too much for Japan.
Yeah, I mean, Japan tend to be smaller, more slight players. I think Belgium are just going to bully them into that result, to be honest with you. But again, still not convinced by it. Even now, after reading it, I'm still like, I could easily switch that and it would still make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm going to stick with that. After extra time, Belgium 2, Japan 1. Which brings us to feeling. Belgium versus Japan.
Try not to swear right now. I was thinking as you said the game when you read it out for yours, I was like, it's almost impossible to pick.
Mm-hmm.
And now I've got a bloody game. I am going to agree with Rich that Belgium will go through, but I think it'll be 1-0 after extra time.
Same reasons, do you think, or?
Yeah, just Japan will frustrate Belgium through most of the 90 minutes, but Belgium's kind of physicality will tell the deeper they get into extra time, and the goal will come in the second period of extra time within the last 5 minutes. They'll just keep wearing them down the more they have the ball in extra time.
An exciting extra time, though. Last 5 minutes of the second half of extra time. I mean, that's going to lead to a frantic ending to the game, isn't it? But yeah, interesting. Okay.
But I'm like you. I could easily go with Japan and not think that that's an odd result. Yeah, it's just Yeah, I completely agree with you. I just look at that, and for me, that's the hardest one to choose. And I have Germany versus Croatia, and that's the hardest game for me to choose. But it's the first game where you could legitimately say it could go either way. And as you say, neither result would feel wrong.
I mean, the other ones, Germany, Croatia, Brazil, Portugal, I looked at them and thought straight away, yeah, I reckon that's right. This one, like I said, I flip-flopped so much on this game. I honestly couldn't decide. And that just goes to show you how little I think of Belgium. Game 8, I have South Korea versus Serbia. Pretty straightforward, 2-0 South Korea for me. I don't see... I think South Korea are, again, a very good technical team, but they've also got pace that could just tear Serbia apart, I think. I don't see that as much of a problem. Feeling Uruguay versus Switzerland.
Switzerland on penalties.
Oh.
Okay, what's the score?
It will be 0-0.
Yeah, I was thinking it had 0-0 written all over that one.
Yeah.
But I don't know, given his record, I thought this might have been like a 6-all thriller, you know?
I think Xhaka's going to bang one in 40 yards. But...
No, I think Xhaka's going to miss the only penalty in that game. Yeah.
Benson could score his.
Yes, of course, yeah, absolutely. Do we have any other Uruguayan players?
It's not much of a game really there, to be fair, and it just comes down to the lottery of penalties.
Yeah, so
I'll go out on limb, so it'll probably be the most boring game of the tournament.
Oh, okay. Okay. Do you think Xhaka's going to score his penalty?
I am going to say no comment.
Okay, so he said no. He said something else afterwards, but I didn't hear.
Right.
So yeah, Xhaka's going to miss his penalty, and then Ramon Vega is going to stand up and bash his.
I'll give you a prediction. Xhaka won't be playing because he'll be suspended.
Oh,
yellow carded out in the group stage.
Yeah, I mean it's possible. To be fair,
yellow carded out in the group stage.
He's going to throw a huff and just decide he doesn't want to play for Switzerland anymore. I'm not Swiss anymore. Tom, final game of the round of 16. Portugal versus Serbia.
Okay. So there'll be a bit of revenge here for Portugal on their minds.
Statman, Tom.
Yeah, because Serbia finished above Portugal in the group for qualifying with a last-minute winning goal in Lisbon. Yeah, I'll go 3-1 Portugal.
3-1 standard time?
Yeah.
3-1. Okay. Thank you very much, gentlemen. That concludes the round of 16. Next time, we will do the quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final all in one go. Third place playoff as well, obviously. But yeah, it just takes a little bit more time to work out the 16 into the quarters. But from them, we've only got 4 games into two, basically. So it becomes a lot easier after that.
But, maths is easier to do.
Yeah, plus I haven't got to keep going backwards and forwards between the internet and this, trying to decide who goes into what,
Yeah,
so I can do all that off screen, and then the quarterfinals and the semi-finals are a lot easier to work out. So it's like, okay, winner of that one goes. Yeah, basically. So, but interesting tournament so far. I think we have to be honest with you. Some interesting choices going through. It looks like it's boiling down into pretty standard teams now going into the quarterfinals. Few surprises, it looks like. Potentially might not have seen USA going as far as they have, Sealand. South Korea, for me, going as far as they did. Who's is Tom? Tom's got no interesting ones at all.
Obviously,
they've gone out in the quarter in the round of 16. Yeah, Tom's is pretty much by the books and by the numbers. To be honest with you, his is pretty. His is. Yeah, his has got no feeling, no heart to it. His is all robotic and cold.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you want to talk about robotic, that is Tom. His Android brain is calculated beyond.
So can I ask you something, Tom? When Leicester won the Premier League, or when Greece won the Euros, did your head explode? Like, this is not possible. Does not compute.
I mean, no.
Tom was the one that came up with the 5,000 to 1 betting odds for Leicester because it just didn't compute in his system.
Oh, if only I'd put a bet on that.
No, you wouldn't have put a bet on that because it does not compute.
Yeah, obviously I wouldn't have.
This is illogical.
Yeah. I mean, obviously I'd love to see an underdog go far in this tournament and win it, but realistically, I mean, let's be honest.
I mean, Canada is the weirdest one, actually. Okay, he was a little bit out there with Canada. I'm gonna, like top of their group is a bit, all right, but then he bottled it at the vital moment. He choked and he went, no, Spain will win, definitely.
I thought he was going to ride the Canada train all the way through.
Yeah, I was really waiting for the crest and a wave of Canada through to the semi-finals. Oh, no. Oh, heartbreaking moment. Canada in the last minute get knocked out in the semi-finals. That I would have accepted. I would have been all right with that. Would have been even better if he went all the way to the final. But Canada in the third place playoff, okay, yeah. But no, if he'd gone Canada in the final against Germany and Canada win, oh my God, Canada are world champions.
Yeah, now I think about it, it would sound interesting.
Could you imagine that?
No. Not even in my wildest fantasies can I imagine that. That's ridiculous. But yeah, I was really hoping you were going to go with that, but you let me down, Tom. You let me down.
Well, constant disappointment.
Anything you guys wanted to talk about?
This is the first podcast we've done since England won the Euros, so congratulations to them.
Yeah, absolutely. Great result. I was really happy to see that. I was chuffed to bits. Seeing England win a trophy, it was kind of indescribable. It was a bit
weird.
Yeah, but
it felt odd. It literally, like, the goal celebration just summed up the whole feeling of actually just winning a tournament. The kind of the look round to see if it was actually went in and it was going to stand. Because there's, like, when she scores, there's that moment where she's looking around, looking for like a VAR screen or a linesman or an assistant referee's flag or the referee's arm to go up to disallow it. And then when they realise it's actually going to stand, cue celebration.
That's why I found that celebration
just kind of summed it all up.
Really weird though, because she started to take her top off, which you're like, okay, heat of the moment, passion, really excited, go for it, oh my God, I can't contain myself, I have to take it off. But then she had the moment to calm down again and stop and look around and think, okay, is it a goal? Isn't it a goal? It is a goal. And then she decided to take her top off again. So you can't really blame passion of the heat of the moment there, because you've had the moment.
You know the story behind it, don't you?
I don't know.
From when she was at the Wembley Stadium, and Bobby Zamora scored for QPR to send them up in the playoffs, and Bobby Zamora took his top off and ran round.
Right.
And she said that if she scored, that's the celebration she was going to do.
Right, okay.
So it was an homage to Bobby Zamora.
She's a QPR fan, right?
Or a Bobby Zamora fan.
Oh, but yeah.
No, QPR fan.
Okay. Okay, fair enough. I thought it was a heat at the moment kind of, oh my God,
So
I can't
did I
believe
originally.
what I've done. I can't contain myself. And then when everything calmed down and then she did it again, I thought, that's weird. You know, like...
What I also found quite well was the stadium reaction.
Yeah.
Because there's pandemonium, complete silence to the point where you could almost hear a pin drop. Cue pandemonium again.
Yeah.
It was like the weirdest up and down,
Yeah.
up, down, up moment I think I've ever kind of experienced.
Yeah, and I mean it is the perfect metaphor or simile or something for the whole seeing England win something. Yeah, it's just
Yeah.
Is it real? Yeah. What? No. Wait. What?
It's just you look around at people and go, did we?
Yeah.
Did we?
I think it's the same way I'm going to feel when Spurs win the league this year.
When?
This year.
Well, probably more when the Spurs win a trophy, not just the league, just a trophy. I'm going to be sat wherever I am watching it.
I've seen Tottenham win 2 trophies. I'm fine with that. You know, it's like
Yeah.
Trophies is cool. It's not a problem. It's if we win the league or the Champions League, I'll freak out.
I must say that was the most proficient defending of a lead when they got 2-1 up.
Yeah.
In extra
Oh, it was
time.
amazing.
They
That
went
is
to the
probably
corner for
the
10
best
minutes
I've
and they
ever
didn't come
seen.
out.
Yeah,
That was absolutely clinical.
Yeah, it was
But
just
to see a team
do what we need
just
to
like
do.
take the sting out of a game.
Yeah, but it was really impressive.
And top goal scorer and player of the tournament.
Yeah.
What team does she play for?
Oh, I don't know.
No one, because she's retired.
No, Arsenal was the answer.
No.
Well, if she's retired, then that's the correct answer, isn't it? Yeah, well done, Feeling. Well done. But
Also, I haven't seen her play live. She's very, very good.
Who's
Like,
that? Beth
outrageously
Mead
good.
or
Yeah.
Yeah.
Brighton ladies and Arsenal ladies. She's absolutely just different class.
Okay, so on this note, what do we make about some of the comments afterwards that, well, it's not real England that won a trophy?
we won something, just be happy
Yes.
we won something, celebrate.
Yeah,
You know?
it's massively disrespectful to a group of players that have put everything into a tournament like they did.
I'm guessing these are the kind of people that don't really care about being disrespectful, though.
Yeah, probably. But there's a lot of stuff you read on social media and Twitter. You're just like, you know, why do I even bother looking at these services? There's people like this out there, but you know, it's what it is.
These people should step up and play a game against them then, and then see how.
That's what I said.
great
So
they really-
my friend said to me that it's a lot of people are saying that this is a woman, by the way. She was saying that a lot of people were saying like, oh, the quality's like not as good as is about as good as amateur men playing. And I was like, no. I mean, don't get me wrong. The quality is not as good as the top quality of men's football, but they haven't been professional for as long. Give them time and they will get that good. But even now, those players will kick our ass. They'd destroy us.
You go watch Ben Foster's YouTube channel. Beth Mead and a couple of other Arsenal players are, taking shots against him, and they score 80% of the time.
Yeah,
they are very, very technically very good.
Most men's teams apart, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah, 100%. I agree with that.
Creme de la creme, obviously, but give it time, and then all you're going to be looking at is physicality. Then that's probably going to be the only difference in ability.
I do want to begrudgingly give you some credit, Richard.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, I know I have a lot to be,
Because you said when Phil Neville was in charge, you said he was rubbish and useless as England manager, and they went out and got someone who clearly who was right for the job. They did their homework and they got the right person for the job.
Absolutely, they went out and they identified someone that they knew could win, knew what they were talking about, knew more about the game than Phil Neville on the tactical side of things. I mean, don't get me wrong, Phil Neville has obviously done everything that can be done as a player, not necessarily through his own qualities, but you can't argue with the fact that he has won pretty much everything that he can win. But as a manager, he didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he would say one thing and yet his team would be doing something completely different. And it's like, what are you talking about? Yeah, well, we like to pass out from the back, and we like to play. Right, okay. So why are we getting the ball long? Not that I have a problem with that. I don't care. You should tailor your games to who you're playing, personally, in my opinion. But the guy didn't know what he was talking about. Yeah.
And sometimes it felt like he was watching a different game to the rest of us.
Yeah.
Post match, he would say some stuff, and we're like, "Did we watch the same game?"
Are you sure, mate? I didn't see any of what you're talking about. Yeah.
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 And he's only proven out buying it into Miami now, and just how well they're not doing.
Oh, that all just stinks of nepotism, though, doesn't it? That whole situation.
Yeah, I think he was fine to a certain level, but they needed someone to go that bit higher, and they got it.
You say he's fine to a certain level, but the problem is that England were already above that level, and then he brought them back down, and then they had to go back up to where they belonged again. They were already at that decent level. I mean, the last World Cup, it was only the USA that basically was the undoing of...
knocked them out,
Yeah, and the USA are the best team in the world, hands down, So we were already at that level, and then Phil Neville brought us back down. And then they went and they identified the right person, they identified a winner, they identified someone who knew what they were talking about, they got the right person in the role, and look what happened, But you're welcome, anyway.
It's fine. You don't get many of those.
Not from you, anyway. No, he's heartless. He never gives me any credit. I do all the work on this. He just sits there and talks, and yet all of a sudden it's all about him. I'm the star of the show. Very happy to see England win. It's a good look on us. I really hope it's the first of many for both the men's and the women's team.
Thanks, Ross.
Hopefully in the next World Cup the women can go and do something as well as the men in this World Cup.
So only next year, right?
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
so
there's got the momentum going for next year.
How weird would it be to say in a year's time that we've done a clean sweep?
That'd be odd. I don't know if I like it.
Get ready to hear more Sweet Caroline.
Oh God, yeah, that famous English song by that English singer. But yeah, I don't know if I feel comfortable with England being that successful. I mean, it's like, that's our identity, isn't it? The almost brands.
You talk about footballing DNA. That is our footballing DNA, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
we're the ones that get overconfident, singing "It's coming home, it's coming home," and
that's what we need to make.
Don't
actually do anything to justify it. Yeah.
I mean, "It's come home" doesn't sound the same as "It's coming home."
It doesn't, does it?
It's come home. It's come home. It's come.
Finally arrived, I guess.
Yeah, that doesn't really fit into the song, though, does it? It's finally arrived. It's finally arrived.
Kind of does.
Maybe to someone who's tone deaf as you, but
well, yes.
But anyway, I don't know if I'll be comfortable with saying England clean sweep, Euros, World Cup. That'd be weird. Ugh. I mean, what would we do if we can't complain about? Oh, bloody hell! No,
I get it. You're a Spurs fan. You're not used to success.
Exactly. Yeah. I like being the also rans. The almost child. It's nice because you can feel justified in your annoyance. I knew it. I knew we weren't going to win. Bloody, why do I always get my hopes up? I don't know. Bloody hell. But then once you've won, you can't do that anymore.
Oh, no.
Oh my God, we won. Now what?
Yeah.
We win again. Well, no, we won't, because, it's bloody England.
Yeah, there you go.
Bloody Tottenham, isn't it?
There you go.
We'll win the next one. It's fine. It'll be the last one I see him win for.
He needs to be sacked because he's not good enough to win us the World Cup again.
Yeah, twice.
Yeah. That's it. Right there.
Gareth Southgate, knighthood. Do you think that the England women's manager? Sorry, I keep forgetting her name.
Wiegman.
Serena Wiegman.
That's it. Do you think that she should be given like an OBE or a CBE or something?
Is that what foreigners get.
She can't be
Yeah, I
given
was
a
going to
knighthood
say, I
because
don't
she's
know
not
if they
British.
can't have.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't.
She
don't
can't
think
have
they
a
get the
knighthood,
same.
no.
No.
Yeah, I don't see why not. Especially if she goes and wins the World Cup next year. Yeah.
Let's face it, they would probably have given all. If England had won Euro 2020, they'd have probably given the whole teams like MBEs or OBEs. So
I don't know. They didn't do that with the team that won the World Cup.
That was a long time ago, though.
I guess got more social media pressure nowadays, haven't you? He saved a puppy. He should be given a knighthood. Hashtag give Steve from down the road a knighthood. And then like 400,000, like tweets later. And then the Queen's like, who's this Steve from down the road? I don't know. But we need to give him a knighthood.
I think Alan Shearer needs to get a knighthood for winning Le Tournoi.
Oh yeah, no, that was too long ago now. It was before social media.
Limitations have passed by now.
Yeah, statute of limitations. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else anyone wanted to talk about?
So I heard an interesting stat. To steal one from Tom's playbook.
Oh yeah.
So I'm going to ask you guys. I'm going to ask you.
Gimmick infringement.
I'm going to ask you guys a question. Can you name the only manager to have won the league in Europe's top 5 nations?
I can, yes, but I'll let Richard think about it first.
Ancelotti?
Yeah.
Yes. See, I'm not completely stupid. That's why I host this show.
But why is his name then? What like that stat blew my mind. Like,
do you remember
literally.
when he was Everton manager?
Yeah, that's what I was.
It wasn't that long ago either.
Do you remember me telling you when he was Everton manager, that's it now. He's never going to be at the top ever again. And then he went to Real Madrid and won the bloody Champions League. I was like, well, shows you what I know.
He's the only manager to have won the Champions League 4 times, and he's the only manager to have won every top league in the top 5 nations in Europe. So why is he not in the conversation for greatest manager of all time?
I mean, he should be, yeah.
I don't know.
Not.
How many Champions Leagues has he won? It must be like 6 or 7, something like that. 4? What's more than that? But yeah,
he's only played 24 times.
He's definitely up there.
Has he won the European Cup?
Yeah, loads of times. Champions League.
Yeah, European Cup / Champions League. Before it became the Champions League, did he win the European Cup? Yeah, he did, didn't he? Yeah,
he did. Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know. I mean,
because everybody talks about like the people talk about like Guardiola and Mourinho and obviously Ferguson and Wenger and like that, but nobody mentions Ancelotti.
Do you think that's because he's never come into a team and completely turned them around? He's always gone into a pretty successful team anyway, which is also why I don't personally rate Guardiola as high as Guardiola is.
Everton.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. He hasn't gone into a team and turned them around.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Whereas
taking a team, an established, successful team, and maintaining success is just as difficult as building.
I don't know about that. I would disagree on that front. I think if you gave me,
I did say it can be because of expectation. When you look at PSG, you look how many people fail at PSG.
Yeah, but PSG haven't really been successful yet. I mean,
what's your definition of success?
Well, my definition of success, if you're PSG at that level, is Champions League, right? I mean, it's all right if you win the league 900 times in a row. Who gives a crap? It's only France. You beat Lille. Well done. It's like winning the bloody Scottish league. Who cares? But, if you're that level, you have to win the Champions League, right? That's now. I mean, even before in the 90s when PSG were a pretty average team then, and Monaco and Marseille were the big teams, you would say, well, if they won the league, then they'd be successful. But now it's a completely different subject, isn't it?
Still think it kind of takes away from his achievements.
Oh, absolutely. But I think that maybe that's why it is, because you talk about Alex Ferguson and he won United's first title for 20, 30 years, something like that. You look at Wenger, he turned Arsenal into a world-beating power team. You look at Mourinho, he won the Champions League with Porto. I mean, who the hell are Porto at that point in time? you look at there was someone else who was on the tip of my tongue. Klopp. Winning the title with Liverpool after so long. You know, it's taking that team and then bringing success to them. If I go into Real Madrid, who are already pretty successful, and win another trophy, who cares? You know, this is why I don't think Guardiola is as good as Guardiola thinks that Guardiola is.
I think we're going to circle around to Guardiola, yeah.
Yeah, because I think that he does the same. Everyone bangs on about Guardiola as one of the best in the world. Personally, for me, give me that Man City team. I could win the league. I'd probably win you the Champions League as well if you gave me that team. Do you know why? Because I wouldn't f*** around with it in the final. I'd just play the team the way that we've been playing. Not, yes, I think I will play Edison up front. This will be good. Team will not see this coming. You know? Yeah,
fair enough.
And I think that maybe that's why Ancelotti isn't really seen as, you know, I mean, I think had he won like Serie A with Napoli, then maybe you could they'd start talking about it a little bit more, because Napoli not as, you know,
Not powerhouse.
Yeah, I mean, they've always had pretty stylish players and stuff like that, but they've never really been uber successful, have they? You know. But you look at the teams he's won the titles with, you know, they're all pretty established teams, aren't they, you know?
Yeah.
Maybe that's why, I don't know. It's the only thing I can think of. Or the fact that he went to Everton and just did naff all at Everton. Maybe that's why it is.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously he's done a very good job this season. I mean, I don't think Real Madrid were the best team in this year's Champions League, but they won it. So, you know, the management must have been pretty good.
I mean, it's quality manager, don't get me wrong, but I mean, I would not have a problem if he was like Tottenham manager, but I just don't think that people look at him the same way, because he's always established, been at established teams. And like I said, maybe that Everton thing knocked it a little bit, you know, I'm not sure.
But then wouldn't that argument then hold water for some players that, you know, go in and perform in top established teams and considered the greatest players of all time?
I always agree with that, which is why I always look beyond the top teams for who I think are the better players. I like to choose the players that I think completely change their team when they're playing. Like, this team is a completely different team when this player is not playing, for a bad reason. You know, obviously some teams are better when some players don't play. But yeah, I always look at that, and I always look at teams where if a player's missing, you're like, well, they're definitely going to lose that game. But if a player's playing, then you think, well, they've got a chance, actually. With, you know, I always look at that. I always find this whole, you know, I've gone to Real Madrid because I want a challenge in my career. It's like, well, that's not really a challenge. We've always said, you know, go play for Grimsby or someone like that. That's a real challenge.
Yeah, mainly.
Yeah. I completely agree with regards to that on the player front as well.
Guardiola wants a challenge, come down to Crawley Town, take it to the next level, you know?
Yeah.
There's a real challenge for you, you know. Oh, this is truly a great challenge in my career. Managing the richest, most powerful club in the world. You know, this is a very difficult challenge for me. I don't know how I can win stuff here. Oh, I don't know. You know, yeah. Like I've always been like that. But that is a very impressive stat.
But it has proved a difficult challenge because he still hasn't won the Champions League.
It really kind of just stuck with me. Really struck me when it was set when I'd heard it. I was like, really? Not like, of all the managers you'd think of to have a stat like that, it would not have been. He would not have been my first choice.
Mm-hmm. But then,
yeah, it really just kind of struck me.
What, Mourinho's done it?
Mourinho's done it in four.
In four, yeah. But he just hasn't done it in Germany, has he?
Hasn't done it in Germany or France.
Yeah.
Why is France considered a top league?
Money.
But one team
money,
has all the money.
reputation.
But one team has all the money. That's not impressive. I mean, bloody, you know,
I think it's
Spartak
TV
Moscow has all the
reach
money,
as
but
well.
no one considers Russia a top league.
I think it's where the TV is though, because they're available across. Like, you can view Spain and France and Spain and vice versa.
I mean, I think
Nobody's clamouring to get a TV deal for Denmark or the Belgian Pro League or
Don't know why they're
even
clamouring
the-
to get a TV deal for France either, personally. I mean, it's only the one team. That's basically it, isn't it? And they all just want to watch Neymar and Messi. That's the only reason.
And Mbappe.
Yeah, okay, sorry, that guy too. If they weren't there, though...
France is always, for as long as I can remember, France has always been pretty much a one-team league. Before PSG, it was kind of Marseille.
I don't know. Lyon were
Monaco.
always pretty good. Monaco were always a decent team as well.
Yeah, but it goes in. If you go through like the 90s, it was
The
one particular
90s,
team.
yeah.
You go for 2000s, it was predominantly Lyon and Marseille, and now it's PSG. I think the 90s was predominantly Monaco, maybe a bit of Marseille. So it's always
Monaco and
kind of
Marseille,
been.
I'd say. Marseille were a pretty big team in the 90s.
Yeah, they won the Champions League in the 90s, didn't they? So, yeah. The only French team to win the Champions League.
Take that, Paris Saint-Germain.
I mean, I reckon the French and Portuguese leagues probably neck and neck, but France has more star names, that league.
Just in that one team, though, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
But, yeah.
I think you've got Alexis Sanchez playing for Marseille at the moment.
Who?
Alexis Sanchez.
Who's that?
He used to play for Arsenal, you know.
Oh, that'd be why I don't remember him. He's a nobody. He's some sort of jobber.
Okay. Yeah.
Aaron Ramsey's playing in the French league now.
Who?
Aaron Ramsey.
Who?
Joe Rodon.
Oh, right, yeah, okay. He's a great player, he is. What a league. That's a quality league. No, but I just, I don't know. I just think that...
Nicolas Pepe is playing in France again now.
Yeah, what do you make of that, by the way? Most expensive player, just... You've done a Tottenham. Yeah, but our most expensive player is only on loan as well.
Yeah, I mean, it hasn't worked, has it? So, I mean, we've got pretty good attacking players
The
now.
problem is it was a
him.
move that never looked like it was going to work. He never really looked like he would fit anywhere within that team.
Glimpses of, potential, but yeah, it just wasn't consistent at all.
I think that he was a marquee signing that didn't really warrant the marquee.
No.
Yeah.
Especially we've got Saka and Smith Rowe came through the academy, been better than he has the last 2 years, So
it was very much a look at this player we've signed for all this money, He did all right last season at this, team in a league that's not as good as ours, but it's fine. Look at him. Ooh, shiny. It's the same thing we did as well, though, Ooh, Ndombele. Ooh, he's tearing up trees in France. Look at him. Oh, he's amazing. We'll spend all this money on him. Who? What do you do? Yeah.
Pochettino wanted Fernandes, and they got Ndombele.
Yeah. How different it could have been if we got Jedson Fernandes on a permanent deal.
I think it's all about the Man United one, right?
Yeah, Bruno Fernandes.
Yeah.
But
I think it was Poch wanted Dybala and Fernandes,
yeah.
and he ended up with Lo Celso and Ndombele.
Yeah, no, trade ups, absolute trade ups. We found something better.
Both now no longer play for Spurs.
It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, isn't it? Did you sell the cow? Even better.
Spurs, though, still.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both out on loan.
But anyway, yeah, Carlo Ancelotti. Why do you think he's not as highly rated as he should be?
I think probably the same reason you said. He's come in successful teams and won stuff, right?
So why is Guardiola one of the best?
Oh, why is he considered one of the best?
Considering he came into teams that were basically successful.
Because he's hot, young, and sexy.
Yeah.
And he's sort of that Barcelona team which everyone loved, or the best club side of all time, or whatever they called at that time. Playing sexy football, tiki-taka, And that's kind of just stuck for his whole career, really, isn't it?
I never found it sexy. Always found it boring.
Yeah, I remember when Spain passed Ireland off the pitch during the World Cup in like it might have been the Euros in 2012.
Euros,
it was so boring. They had like 753 completed passes or something stupid
boring
like
in that
that.
tournament. Yeah.
It was such a boring game to watch.
It's when they played with that false nine, wasn't it? The whole tournament. No,
it was,
striker.
yeah.
It still won.
Yeah, no striker in the false nine. But it was such a boring game to watch. It's one of the worst boring game of football I have ever seen.
But here's the point. How many times has Guardiola won the Champions League?
once, I think.
Just checking with Statman
Once,
Tom.
I think, when they beat Man United.
I would
at
agree,
Wembley.
but I'm checking with Statman Tom first.
Because they got to a semi-final and were beat by Chelsea the year after, the year where Chelsea went and beat Bayern Munich.
Twice.
And I think they got beat by Bayern Munich the year
Twice.
after.
He's won it twice, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. And Ancelotti's won it 4 times.
Yeah.
Mourinho's won it twice.
I think so, yeah.
Zidane's won it 3.
Yeah. Mourinho won it twice. Inter Milan and
Porto.
Yeah.
So there you go. So Guardiola has won as many Champions Leagues as Jose Mourinho. He's won fewer than Zidane and Ancelotti. But just because his teams can make 5-yard passes like 200,000 times during a match, he's the greatest coach in the world.
And I'd caveat that with saying Zidane did it 3 times in a row.
Was he the first manager to do that?
Yep.
Yeah. It's the only manager to do
First
it, yeah.
manager to ever make twice in a row in Champions League, anyway.
So, yeah, again, my question, why is Guardiola one of the best coaches in the world? Just because he can train his players to do what any under-8s coach can train their players to do as well. You know? I mean, put me in that Man City team and just train them to pass. Does that make me the greatest coach of all time? No, because I'm not Spanish and bald.
I don't know. He's just got that aura about him, isn't he? I don't know.
I have always thought he's overrated. Don't get me wrong, good coach. I'm not going to lie. Good coach. Greatest ever? No, not a chance. Never thought that about him.
No, I don't think anyone would say he's the greatest ever.
You sure about that?
Anyone with a right state of mind.
I'm pretty sure every football pundit I ever hear of says that he's the greatest of all
most
time.
Most people consider him the greatest of all time. If he wins another Champions League, that's going to be...
He hasn't won a Champions League for 10 years, so I don't think...
Doesn't matter, he's greatest of all time. He got Man City relegated. It doesn't matter, he's greatest of all time.
That's the kind of thing that most people are waiting for, is for him to win another Champions League before they can anoint him.
Something that I find honestly so bizarre, though, and it makes me think: do I know nothing about football when I see
that could be true.
pundits? What, that I know nothing about football?
Yeah.
I mean, possibly. I'm not arguing with you, but the thing that makes me question that more often than not is when pundits go on about things that I'm like, really?
But the thing with pundits is they only know the game for the time that they've been involved in the game. They don't look much further than what's in front of them.
Yeah, but even what's in front of them, sometimes I'm like, really? Like we have a joke, me and Tom, but this is legit based on something that pundits were banging on about for about maybe 9 months to a year, possibly. That Harry Winks is the greatest English ball player since Paul Scholes. And they were genuinely creaming their pants over Harry Winks, and he has to be first on the team sheet in the England team. And me and Tom are like, really? I mean,
Harry Winks can't pass the ball 10 yards without giving it away.
He's okay. I mean, he's average, if anything. But apparently, every pundit was creaming their pants over him for a little while. And I was like, do I know nothing about football? I mean, I look at him and think, he's all right. You know, I mean, yeah.
Same with Grealish, really.
Yeah.
I've never been blown away by him.
I do think Grealish is a little bit overrated, which is why I had him in my pluses.
He's the most expensive player in British football history.
Yeah, hence why I'm saying a little bit. You know, I think he's massively overrated. Everyone's always going on about, oh yeah, but he's the most foul player in the Premier League. So that's not a stat. I've had the most meatball subs out of anyone in this house. Does that mean I'm the greatest Subway shopper of all time? That's not a stat. So you get kicked a lot. Who cares? I mean, if I dribble...
Sorry to go on a tangent, but talking about being kicked a lot, the Richarlison thing.
Oh, yeah. But that was just commentators being idiots, in my opinion. I mean...
No, I just generally meant he got kicked. That made me laugh.
Yeah, I just didn't see any problem with it. I was just like, I mean, I was sitting there going, well, I mean, that should definitely be a red. It's not a yellow. That's definitely a red. But then when Jamie
'cause
Carragher and
it's a
Martin Tyler
retaliation.
start defending the player that fouled him, I'm like, wait, hang on, what?
It's the type of thing you'd see in a school playground. It's the
Yeah,
type of thing you see in a school playground. I'm gonna mug you, so I'm gonna kick you.
exactly. Yeah.
I've mugged you, so you're gonna kick me. It's like what you see in a school playground.
Regardless whether he was being an idiot or not, he was. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's up to him
100%.
it's up to him what he does with the ball, though. I mean, he had like 20 yards of space. There was no one around him. Who gives a shit what he does with the ball? Is that an excuse to kick the crap
He doesn't
out
exactly
of him?
need
I
to.
think if it was anyone other than Carragher on commentary, it probably would have got not as.
But Martin Tyler just bent over and took it as well. You're right, Jamie. Yeah, he deserved that wholly. Yeah. It's just, I've really lost a lot of respect for Martin Tyler over the past year or so. I think it's all the old commentators. Jonathan Pearce annoys me now. John Motson was really annoying me towards the end of his career as well.
Jonathan Pearce has always annoyed me.
I don't know. There was a period of time where I thought Jonathan Pearce is really cool.
Yeah,
he's a good commentator, and now he's just like, oh, you're an idiot.
The only time Jonathan Pearce has been a good commentator was Robot Wars.
Well, on that note, thank you very much for listening to us this week. Remember to tune in next time, and we will be continuing our final rounds of our World Cup predictions before the World Cup in November. Coming up as well, we're going to be doing our Premier League predictions as well, Premier League, Champions League predictions as well, guys. Yeah, so we'll be getting that done, and then obviously each week we just talk about anything else that we want to talk about as well. There is no Hall of Fame this week, mainly because I wish to induct the person that we inducted on the last episode, just because they didn't get their proper induction, obviously. We inducted the second highest international goal scorer of all time, second only to Cristiano Ronaldo, Ali Dyer. He is the inductee into the Hall of Fame that we inducted last episode that got missing. No one can see you applauding. Actually do it. There you go. But yeah,
Again, the only two-time in theory inductee. Well done.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you've been inducted twice. Well done. In theory, yeah. Yeah, he was inducted. We lost that episode. I think it's only fair that he's still inducted anyway. So yeah, no Hall of Fame this week, but Ali Dyer is the inductee that we put in for the his second most international goals. Cristiano Ronaldo will get his chance, I'm sure, but not yet. Not yet. I don't like inducting players that are still playing as well. I think that's a little bit of it's like putting up a statue of a player that's still playing. It's just stupid. But that's just my personal opinion.
And on that note,
yeah. Thank you very much for joining us, Tom.
Thank you very much for being the host, Richard.
Oh, thank you. Thank you very much for joining me, Philo.
as always, been a pleasure.
Thank you very much for listening, audience, and we will see you again next time. Bye! We're all waving, no one can see us. It's not...
Some people are on the pitch, they think it's all over. It is now.
Este video ha sido una producción de Rich Key Entertainment. Para más shows geniales como este, no te olvides de dar clic en el link que aparece aquí para visitar todos los canales de YouTube. También puedes ver este video que sugerimos para ti. Muchas gracias, no te olvides de dar like y suscribirte para más contenido como este.